What's good, y'all? It's Royalty, and we are here with part 2 of how to make a custom MLO from scratch. Um, in this video, you're going to need um Blender, Golems, Code Walker, RPF Explorer, head reference, and textures. So, and I'm gonna show you where you can go for the textures. You're also going to need um a converter to convert the PNGs to DDS. I'm not going to go into deep on how to find those because I mean I'm pretty sure if you're getting into this, you've converted something, but there are plenty of places online through Google. You can search on YouTube how to do it. I am solely making these videos on how to make the MLO, so I'm going to show you what you need to know to get it done. But any extra stuff, no, I'm not going to go into that because you can find that on your own. So, enough talking. If you're new here, welcome. We're on part 2. um and if you're not, and if you coming back, thank you, appreciate you. So go ahead and like and subscribe to this channel for me, y'all, so I can keep these videos coming. All right, so first we're gonna go into co-walker because there's one more thing that I want to do before we get into Blender really quick, so we don't have to really worry about it. We're gonna hit T to open up our little toolbar, okay? And then we're gonna go up to, remember, the open the folder, and we're gonna open up our stream folders for the MLO that we had, those YMAPs and everything from the last video, okay? So it's gonna open up this spot, right? Then we're gonna go down to Occlusions, and we're gonna get rid of these blue boxes. All right, now when you're doing this, when you're getting rid of the occlusions are gonna make it to where they're like, when you go into an MLO and there's flickering, people always ask me, how do you fix this, how do you fix this? This is probably this is gonna be the way on how you fix this. It's in between the occlusions and the collision when the flickering happens. So you have boxes, which this is what these are right here. But then I'm going to show you what else it could possibly be. So sometimes it could be a triangle as well. So you're going to want to get rid of both. If you see any boxes, if you see any triangles in the building that you're creating, you're going to want to get rid of it. So I just need to remember not to save this one right here, because it opened up a new occlusion YMAP. Okay, so basically we're gonna click just to make sure this is this. Yep. And I'm gonna bring this other screen up so y'all can see. So this is what we're dealing with right here. So we're gonna go ahead and delete box. So this dang, I'm gonna have to close this up really quick because I messed with that other triangle and made another white map, and I don't know which one it is, and I don't want to save the wrong one. So we're just gonna open that back up. So now I know. And now we're gonna go to these, and yeah, so we're gonna get rid of this box right here. So we're gonna delete that right there. And then the rest of that is you don't have to, this is underneath the map. You don't have to worry. It's only anything that's up out here that you want to get rid of. So that's quick, easy. So it's one. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna save that. You're gonna save the Occlusion YMAP in your stream folder. So go ahead and save that, and now we're good. So we're gonna close out of all this, and I'm going to meet you over in Blender. You're back in Blender, so we're gonna come in here, we're gonna hit A, and then we're going to delete. Okay. The first thing I'm going to do, because this is where we're gonna make the exterior now. Okay. I'm going to, again, this how-to video, I'm doing it as you having knowledge on how to use Blender. Again, I'm going to show you what you need to know, but I'm not gonna go into how to use Blender. I'm going to be doing, you know, the MLO. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to import my model. So it's already in here. So I don't have to worry about it. I'm just gonna move him up right here like that. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Shift plus A, open this menu up, grab a cube. Then let me go. Okay, so it's on this side. So let me move him. We're gonna rotate him right quick just so I can get him on the front view when I'm scaling up this box for the actual thing. Press 3 to go into right orthographic mode. I'm gonna click on the box. We're going to move the box right on the line. We're gonna click on him. We're gonna put him in the middle, and then we are going to move him up. Okay, so now we got that. So now I'm going to go into edit mode, and hold on, we're gonna go out of edit mode. I'm gonna click on that, click on the box, go into edit mode, and we're gonna click off. All right, I'm gonna hit the face select right here, and then I'm gonna go into right orthographic. So we have this, and now we're gonna scale it. You know, we're gonna scale this. We're gonna scale this up, and we're gonna scale it out, and then we'll scale it back as well. So I'm gonna make it too big, because you know that spot isn't that big, and this building's gonna be real simple. I'm not gonna have any windows or anything, but I'm gonna have a door, and you know, make the frames, and it's the same way with the windows, you know. So we're gonna take this. I'm gonna take this side, click on that, hit 3. I'm going to hit G plus Y, so it scales only on the Y axis. Okay. And I'm probably gonna do it like, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do just 5 on each. Do 5 on each side, because because that spot wasn't that big. Okay. And then I'm going to hit, let's see, is it 7? Yeah, it's 7. So I'm gonna hit this side, hit 7 on my numpad, hit G, hit X, and we're gonna scale this back. I think it's too wide. Really thinking that it's too wide. We're gonna look at it from the front. I'm gonna scale it like that. And I'm gonna bring it, I'm actually gonna bring it in too, because that building was not that big. So GY, and we're gonna go to 4 GY, and yeah, that's what we're gonna do it like that. Then I'm gonna hit this top one, go to 3, and we're gonna do G plus Z, and we're gonna go up. This is just gonna be a simple, just a simple box. Again, on actual modeling of the building. There's tutorials on Blender on how to 3D and make, you know, so you can get it, but this is just the basic on how to make it, how to make a simple model and get it into your server. So we got this. This looks pretty good. So I'm gonna leave this like this. So now we're gonna cut out a spot for the door. And how we're gonna do that is we're gonna go back up here by where it says edit mode. We're gonna click on edge. You got vertex select, edge select, and face select. So we want the edge select. We're gonna hit this top edge right here. We're gonna hold Control plus R, and it doesn't move until you left click. So you left click, and then now you can move it. Don't click it again yet, but now you can move it. Okay. So I'm gonna go into, oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Control Z. Oh shit, hold on, Control Z, let me get rid of that. So Control R, click, and then we're gonna move this to like right there. And then I'm gonna click this side over here. Well, before I do that, I'm gonna hit 3. And then I'm gonna click this edge right here. Control R, click, and then I'm gonna move this in right here like so. And then I'm gonna click one of these side ones. Control R again, click, left click, move, and I'm gonna do it like right here, click. So now we have pretty much you know, a cutout for it, right? So then you're gonna go back up here. We're gonna do the face select. We're gonna click that face. We're gonna hit X, faces. Now you got a whole exterior going on right here. You're done with the pet. So we're gonna go back to object mode. We're gonna click on the pet. You can actually just select you don't have to select hierarchy. You can just delete hierarchy and get rid of it. We don't need them anymore. So next, what we're going to want to do is we're going to click on here. We're going to go to object, apply all transforms. Okay. Then no, hold on. No. We're going to undo that. We're actually going to right click. We're going to set origin to geometry. Then we're going to hit Shift plus S, go up to selection to cursor. Okay. And then we're going to go to object, apply, and then we're going to apply all transforms. Okay, so now that you've gotten that, now we're gonna start adding we're gonna add a shader material, and we're gonna add textures. Okay, so I have this website right here. I'm gonna put it in the description of this video. This is a place that has free textures of all different kinds that you can get when you download these. So say for example you want a brick. I already have some that I'm gonna use, but I just want to show you how this works. So you have these options. Obviously 4K and 8K are gonna look like you can reach out and like really touch it, but the sizing is gonna put a lot of weight on just this one MLO. So stick to downloading the 2K. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna download the 2K PNG, and it's gonna download. All right. You're going to obviously you're gonna unzip it. Okay. Now when you go into here, let me change this view. You have these. You're gonna need 3 of these, but as you can see, these are PNG. You're not gonna use that. You're gonna be using the color, the normal. There's 2 different normals, but I use the DX because of like OpenIV and stuff like that, because of the texture thing that you have to select. It's like DXTI or something like that. And then you have the spec. This is the roughness. You're gonna need to convert these into DDS. Okay, and I'm gonna show you. You're going to do, and it doesn't matter which one you download, they're all gonna come with these like this. You're gonna need the color, you're gonna need a normal map, and you're gonna need a roughness / spec map. This is going to be your spec map. This is your normal / bump map. Okay, so you find the texture that you want. I already got one, right? So then this is where the Solums is gonna come into play. So now you're gonna, with your object selected, you're gonna hit in, you're gonna hit on Solums, you're gonna go to drawables, you're gonna go to shader tools. Okay, so we're not gonna do default. We're gonna go down and we're gonna hit on normal spec. Okay, we're gonna hit create shader materials, right? If you click on this over here, this circle one, you'll see that it's black. That's good. It needs to be black, right? So then you're gonna hit N to make that, to move that out of the way, right? And then you're going to go up to, just so a lot of people like to move like this stuff out, and it's just too much on the screen, especially for like a beginner. So let me just let me close that area up. So it's gonna be real simple, right? So you're gonna go up to shading, and now you have this. With your scroll wheel, you're gonna click and you're gonna hold and you're gonna drag until you see these 3 orange boxes right here, right? So this is where we're gonna be putting those DDSs in, right? Those textures, the textures that you found. So the diffuse, the color is going to be your diffuse. So when you see color, whatever has the color, the design, that's your diffuse. So you're gonna hit on this folder, You're gonna find where you keep your textures, where you downloaded the DDSs. I already have some, right? So I'm just gonna make this fun. So I'm gonna go to this. I have this damage wall one. This is the color. Okay. Ooh, that's nice. And then I'm gonna move this up. So now we need the spec. Remember the roughness. The roughness is your spec. Roughness. And then we're gonna go up, and remember your normal map is your bump map. And we're gonna just throw this on. So now we have this. And you're thinking, whoa, what if I want to move it and I don't want it to, like, I want it to look kind of different. So we're gonna go back to layout, right? It's already selected. We're gonna put it into edit mode, right? You're gonna click A. You're going to hit U, unwrap. I usually do Q projection. And now it looks like that, right? That's if you want it to look like that. Frankly, I like how it, how it was before, before we did that. So say if you still want to move it from that, then you're gonna go to we can open another one just for this, for the UV, because you want to be able to see. I just didn't want to do the 3, right? And you just do that. You come up to this corner, and when you see the crosshair, you just move a screen out. We're gonna change this view from this box right here. We're gonna change it to UV editor. We're gonna scroll out, and you see how when we unwrapped it, this is what happened to it. So while you're over on this side, you're gonna hit A. We can pull this out, click on the move, and you can move it, and you see how it's moving, right? You can also, I'm gonna scroll out a little bit, scale it up, and now you got some completely different. And I think I'm gonna leave it like this, honestly. That doesn't look too bad, right? So now we can get rid of this screen. So I go just in between a spot where you're not like lighting up or highlighting anything. You're gonna right click and just close area. So now we got this, and we're gonna go back into object mode, and now we're here. Nice, right? That shit, it's coming together. It is coming together. That is real nice. All right, so now we're going to turn this into a drawable. We're actually going to go ahead and rename this. So you just left click, you double left click on this, and then you can rename this. I'm just gonna rename it yellow exterior. Okay, so now we're going to turn this into a drawable. Make sure it's selected. Hit N to bring out your solums. We're going to close this up. We're going to drop down, create drawable, right? So this is where it's just it could be a little bit different for you and I, depending on the solums version you have. I apologize, I'm not too sure with the version that I have, because I've had it on here for a minute. But if yours looks like mine, this is how you're going, this is how you do it, right? If you don't have an auto embed collision, you're gonna have to go down here, and you're gonna actually have to make the collision by you're going to convert to composite. Make sure this is selected, convert to composite, right? And then it's gonna make another one where you actually have to duplicate it. I'm lying. You're gonna give me you would have to Shift D, duplicate it, right click to put it back in spot, right? And then you would go up here, you would keep the same name, but just add Cole at the end of this one, right? But I'm not gonna do it like this. I'm just showing, this is for people who don't have that auto embed. So after you have the that going on, you're gonna hit E again, and this is where, let me close this up. And this is after you would make it, after you make it a drawable. You do the collision after you make it a drawable. You would click on convert to composite, right? And then you would add the collision material, which I would make it I would be making it concrete. And then you have the flag presets down here, but I'm not gonna do it that way. So let me just get rid of this, go back up here. First I'm going to create the drawable. I'm going to auto embed the collision, and we're going to convert to drawable. So now it's a drawable. My collision is in here, as you can see, and then this is my model. So we're good. And then I'm gonna close this up. I'm gonna go down to collision. I'm going to go to the presets, and I'm just gonna apply the general default flags and just do it like that. Okay. Hold on, let me undo that really quick. Undo that. I want to make sure this is clicked, and then apply the flag to that. Okay, so after, let me close, you're gonna hit N to close this up, so you're not looking at too much, so it's not too much for you. Just in the collision, let me pull this out. We're in the collision one, right? You know how it's dropped down. So we're gonna drop it down. We're gonna drop it down. We're gonna drop it down. So you have this material, but we're not gonna use that material. So you're gonna go here, and we're just gonna get rid of that material for that. With the poly mesh highlighted, we're gonna hit N again. We're gonna go to create collision material. I'm gonna hit concrete, and we're gonna create collision material on the poly mesh. So now that is there. So now you're thinking, why can't I see, where's my color at? Don't worry, it's still there. The reason why you don't see is because the collision is sitting on the collision it's duplicated right from there. So with the collision, you're not going to see it, but if you shift and press this I, there it goes. So it's there. It's just the collision is basically just overpowering it, that's all, but it's going to be there, right? So now you have your drawable, you have your collision, we got the flags. Another thing is we want to save, and I was slacking and we weren't saving that whole time, but now we need to save. So we're gonna go up to file, we're going to save as, and this is I'm gonna go into Blender saves, MLO from scratch, and I'm gonna name this exterior. So just in case there's something you have to fix, you want to start over, you can just do the exterior and not worry about doing everything. So we're gonna save that. So now that's saved. All right, next step is we're going to create a Y type, which there's softwares that you can do it, but you can do it actually right through here. And so how we're gonna do that, we're going to hit in again. Solemns is gonna be open. We're gonna drop down the archetype definition. Okay. Where it says Y types, we're gonna hit a plus sign, and we're gonna name this. We're gonna name this yellow exterior. This is to actually make this is going to be a YDR, and then this is the Y type to this. Any object that's in city that you make, like props or anything like that, you're going to need a Y type for, or it's not going to show up. It just you won't see it. So you need this. This is very important, right? So then we're going to go up. This is highlighted. We're going to go up. We're going to make sure this is selected. Drop down. This is the whole thing. We're going to click that. And then we're going to hit auto create from selected. Leave it on base. Then all that is good. And that's all we have to do for the exterior, because this is just the outside. So that's all. There's going to be a little bit more when we do the interior, but for right now, this is everything that we need. Now we're going to export the Y type and export your building out. So I'm gonna do the Y type first. So we're gonna export this, and we're going to go to our lovely Blender exports, the folder that you're using, and we're gonna export this out. We're gonna hit in. We're gonna right click on the top one. We're gonna select hierarchy. We're going to hit V to open up that pie menu. Remember, V opens up that Solemns menu, and we're gonna hit export to Codewalker. We're just gonna make sure that this is in the same folder and export that out. All right, y'all. Look at how we doing. We getting it done. We are getting it done. All right, so next we are going to convert these two and put them in our stream folder, and we are going to be doing that with RPF, but I'm just gonna go ahead and just open Codewalker, because we gonna need both of them. And instead of waiting for me to open up both, I'm just gonna open up the one and we're gonna get to it. So let me open it up, get in, and I'm gonna get back with you. Okay, so I have RPF Explorer open, and my Codewalker is opening up in the back. So first we're gonna go into edit mode in the RPF. We're gonna go to where we have our stuff saved, like how you're supposed to, right? Then we're gonna go to our Blender exports, where we exported out our stuff, right? So this is what we need to export out right here, the Y type. And my other one must have exported somewhere else. See, that's why you gotta make sure that that it saves. Oh, it's right here. It's saved in the actually. Oh shit. It's saved in the wrong spot. Let me just move this, because I don't like that. I don't like how it did that. I don't like how I did that, because it was my fault. Okay, so now they're both there. So now we're gonna move this over here. So now they're converted. So now we're gonna go back and we're gonna go to our stream files, MLO from scratch, and we're going to put these two, just these two, not that. We already got that in there, so you ain't gotta worry about that. And we're gonna move that over here, just like so. We're gonna close this. We're gonna close this. Back here. I'm really hoping I made this big enough. If I didn't, I'm still gonna leave it, and you're just gonna know to just make sure you make your thing big enough. So we're gonna hit T. We're gonna open up the stream folder, right? So now we have our exterior, the YTYP and the YDR, right? So now I'm going to make a new YMAP. We're going to save it, rename it. I'm gonna rename it yellow exterior. All right, so it's renamed. Then I'm just gonna close this up just so we can get it like refreshed and good. We're gonna open it back up. And then we're gonna click on yellow exterior YMAP. We're gonna go up to YMAP, go down to new entity. So we got the egg right here. So right here, you're gonna type in the file of the YDR. So it's gonna be, we named it yellow exterior. Oh, another thing, always make sure you embed the collisions. Make sure you embed the damn, I'm gonna have to go back really quick. Embed the textures. That was my fault. So we're gonna do that because I still have it up. So how you embed, see, this is why you got to work through it. There's a lot of steps, and I always seem to forget to do that. So you want to go down to your model right here, the normal spec. You want to make sure you're on the material down here, close these up. You just want to go down to Solemns, texture parameters, and you want to embed these right here, right? So then we're going to have to do this really quick. So I'm going to take care of this really quick, and I'm gonna meet you guys back over in Code Walker. Okay, so I'm back. So now I'm actually going to save this into tier so I don't have to re-put it in and bring it back. So we're going to save that really quick. And then I'm going to close out of this so I can get back to what I was doing. My bad, y'all. Always remember to embed your texture, or you're going to be like this. This is how you're going to be. Okay, so you see how sometimes you just gotta remember to do some stuff, right? So so now we have our building right here, right? So now we're going to click on this. There, we're gonna click on that. We're gonna turn this bad boy. I think I made it actually a decent size. I'm not even gonna lie. I think I really did. Maybe not. I gotta get it right so I can see what's going on. I definitely didn't. I could have definitely made it bigger. I could have definitely made it bigger. So as you can see, this could have definitely been this could have definitely been bigger. It could have definitely been bigger. I'm kind of upset. I should have made it bigger. I'm actually, you know what? I'm gonna go make it bigger really quick. I'm gonna make it bigger really quick, and I'm gonna get back with you because I don't want it like that. And that's why you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta like really look at it and sometimes make the big. It's just all trial and error to making sure that you make it big, because I know it was a small spot, but it's still, yeah, I need to definitely make it bigger. Most definitely. Yeah, this is how it's gonna have to yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make it bigger right quick, because I am just not happy with, I'm not happy how that came out like that. So I'm gonna get back with y'all. Okay, I am back. I made it bigger. Hold on, let me move this out the way. I made it bigger and set in there because that was gonna bother me, and I wanted to make sure everything was good. So now now this is all good. And starting back up where we were at, remember you had made this YMAP, you had placed there. Once you got your exterior where you want it, you're gonna want to just hit this, and because you already have saved it, it's gonna save right into your stream folder. After you're done with that, then what we're gonna want to do, you're gonna have to do this again once you do the shell or the inside, but this is just so you can take a look of what you have so far in City. So what you're going to do is you're gonna go up to tools, you're gonna go to manifest generator, save manifest, and you want to save it inside of your stream folder. So the file that has all your stream files and stuff in, this is where you want to save it. So now we got that, and you should be feeling pretty good. You should be feeling good right now, because you got your exterior, you know, you're almost halfway done. Let's just say that. So now we are going to take a look on how this is going to look in the game. So I'm gonna meet you over where my resources are. We are here in my resources. All right, go to where you want to have your MLOs, I have a MLO folder with brackets, so I don't have to ensure every time I do it. So I got the MLO from scratch. And then I have a stream folder in here, right? Also you're gonna want a FX manifest as well. I'll provide that too as well, and you can actually I'll have it in my Discord, so you can have that. I'm gonna go to my other MLO and just copy this one. Open this up, put this here, open my stream folder, and then you're not gonna see, but we're going to I'll pull it down. I'll pull it down so you can see. So we're going to copy these files from here, from our stream files that we have made. We're gonna copy and paste these into so we're gonna copy this, close that, and we're gonna copy this in here. Okay, so when these are done in your stream folder, all you're gonna do is just restart your server. So I'm gonna let this do this really quick. I'm gonna restart, and then I'm gonna meet y'all back. I'm gonna meet y'all in my test server. We are in my test server now. So I wanted to show y'all, this is one of the other MLOs that I have that I've made, and it's gonna be up for free. I'm hoping that this video is not messing up, but yeah, so it's just a chill. I'm not putting a door on it. Remember, I said it's free. This is a chill spot for smokers. You know, you can have some music in here. If you have a pool script, I got the pool rack in here, so you know they'll be able to play. I mean, you can always have when there's a little, just have people at the door, honestly, and people can still pay and stuff. You can actually make this however you want it, but this will be for free. So now let's go over. We're going to go over, and this is going to be this, and that's going to be fixed before I post it. I just got to move that tree, that prop right there, so don't worry about that. We're gonna go over and see that our building, going through here, because I want to I don't want to go too far. Oh, it's right here, see. All right, so our building is here. I just want to check it out, just see what it's talking about in the back, make sure it's all, all good. So, oh, and the wires are in it to stay connected, because yeah, that was a yeah. I don't know how far those are in here, but so yeah. we got our exterior right here, so you should be feeling real good right now. You know what I'm saying? You should be feeling real good and excited about the next part, because the next part we're gonna be doing the shell, the interior. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna keep it simple, one room, and we're gonna get it done and get it out the way. So, but man, I appreciate y'all. Whoever has made it to the end of this video, thank you for your support. If you guys want more videos like this, make sure you like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, because I'm trying to, I'm trying to have these videos for y'all. So, well, until next time, this is Royalty, and this is Royalty Customs, and we out.